Peace. Peace, everyone. Peace, peace, everyone. How's everyone doing? I promise you, for the past 3 minutes, I was trying to go live and it just kept cycling, going live, going live. Like Mercury. Peace, everyone. How's everyone doing? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay. Peace, peace. Peace, peace. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Okay, good. You guys can hear me. We're good? We're ready to go? Y'all ready to go? Okay, awesome. Okay, let's see who's in the chat. Peace Triple Goddess 333. Peace Happy Goddess. Oh, got the goddesses in the house tonight, which is interesting. Um, Peace Tijuana, Peace Queen Arise, Peace Allison, Peace Ebony, Demarius, Peace, welcome, Peace Starlight, Peace Ashe Marie, Peace Letitia. Thank you so much for being here, Letitia. Peace Deborah, Peace Sama, Peace Aqua 9 Ascending, Peace Donna D in the place to be. Peace Miss Harriet, Peace Abioye, Peace Sata, Peace Keys, Marquise, what's up? Peace Noni, Peace Jillian, Sean, Peace Danny, welcome. Peace Prime Harmonic, where you been? Where have you been? Where you been at? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here, Danny, as well. Welcome, welcome to all, as I say, the OGs, those that you guys have been here for, a while. Um, Welcome to all the newcomers. If this is your first live, welcome. This is going to be a fun. Well, I think they're all, well, some are not fun, but interesting. This is going to be a good one. Welcome. Give me 1 second. I'm just lighting up. Not lighting up, but just lighting some stuff up here. I got this frankincense burner that I'm like obsessed with. I'll show you guys. And we actually have them. They're going, I think it's on Zoe Essentials website now, but they are officially going for sale this Friday. This is it. I'm obsessed, you guys. So I'll be burning frankincense tonight. But welcome to everyone. So excited that you all are here. Make sure you have your notebooks, not a piece of paper. We're going in tonight, and your pens as well, because I'm going to have you take some notes, and we're going to do it high school style, old school style. I talked about it on my live earlier on Instagram. We're going to take notes like we did back in high school, back in college, where you have to use the Roman numerals and you have sub headings and all that. But it's going to be fun. This way, you all can go back to your notes and just read it in a logical way. All right. So, peace. Welcome to everyone. How did you ordered one already, MD? You're bringing frankincense to Latangela? Yes, yes. It is so, it has such a unique smell and it's so high vibrational, which is why, even in the Catholic Church, if you guys have ever been to a Catholic church, in the beginning of the service, the priest walks down the aisle with a burner in his hand and he's swinging frankincense and myrrh. Okay. And that's something that he adapted, from the ancients, with regards to burning resins. And we're talking about ancient Kemet and even before that time. So, peace, band clap, peace, Fro Beats, peace, April. Welcome to all the SDA students that are here. Welcome to all of you. If this is your first live and you were present at Sister Myra's lecture on Sunday, that lecture was something else. If you didn't attend the lecture, it is still available for replay. I think I put the link down below, but it was just amazing. And the information was so needed at this time. Like This would be like my third time. I'm gonna watch it again because every time you listen to it, there's more information that you receive. And she was tapped into spirit, like breaking stuff down. So welcome to you all. Shout out to Masterly Foolish. So if you guys, a lot of you found me from Masterly Foolish, but some of you didn't. If you don't know, he now has T-shirts that he is selling on his not on his website, but he has T-shirts that he's selling, and I'm wearing one. I saw that he was selling T-shirts, and you guys know I love like my white T-shirts, so I went on his website and I purchased one. I'm going to show you what I'm wearing. Move this mic out the way. Okay, so this, let me move my hair. You guys see? Let me move this all the way out the way. It says the value of light is noticed when night falls. You know what's so crazy? Like I like the saying of it, but it's not until now that I'm realizing how it is to what it is I'm going to be talking about, teaching tonight. But I love this. The value of light is noticed when the night falls. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Thank you, Infinity. Okay, let's talk about it. So, I'm going to be talking basically 8 different topics. So we're going to do like Roman numerals 1 through 8. And if you don't know how to write them, like I'm going to show you how to do your Roman numerals. If your school didn't teach them, but I'm going to show you how to note take, in the event that you are studying ancient texts and you want to take notes. You just don't write stuff randomly down. There's an organized way to do it so that you can go back and study. Okay? So, oh my gosh. Let's talk about something. And I really struggled with like, should I tell this story? Should I not tell a story? This is kind of personal, not yeah, kind of personal, but like kind of in my business. And Spirit said to share it because some of you may go through the same things. A lot of the stories that I share is things that I've gone through, and I don't mind sharing them. But this is a little different. So I literally asked, like, should I even say this part? Should I share this part with the soul family? And Spirit was like, yeah, you go ahead and do it. So I think I posted something. Pause. I have to drink something real quick. Peace, Moog. Peace, Redbird. Greetings, I seek. So I think it was a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago, that I went live, and I was like, I talked about Mercury retrograde. So I posted it on Instagram and on YouTube, right? And I talked about the communication of Mercury and, broke it down a little bit. And I was just like, I'm getting so much information. Like, I know I'm going to be going live like every other day. So much is coming through. And Spirit reminded me of something. And so let's talk about chakras for a second. um, if you don't know, maybe you do know, the throat chakra is a chakra of communication. Okay. And there are 2 aspects of it. Um, if someone has challenges in that throat chakra, okay, all my STS 3 students, 2 students, 1 student should know this, right? There are 2 ways that that is shown, okay? If they have challenges. Most people think you have throat chakra issues if you don't speak up, okay? Um, if you are very quiet, you're reserved, okay? That is not the only challenge with the throat chakra. Again, this is the point of communication, okay? Um, I'm just seeing if anyone knows a second. The other signifier of someone with throat chakra issues that when I see it, I can pick up on it fast, 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 is that they talk too much. Okay. So one is that, yes, Royale, thyroid issues, absolutely throat chakra challenges. Either you talk too much or you don't talk at all. Okay. Now you would say, why would somebody with throat chakra issues, like if they talk too much, they don't have blockages there, right? They're speaking. Here's the important thing about, yes, two extremes, Ashe. Yes, you guys got it. Here's the thing about communication. There's two aspects to it. There's speaking and there's listening. Okay. So someone who is not speaking up enough is doing a lot of listening, but they're not speaking. Someone who's talking too much is doing a lot of talking, but they're not listening. So that's the imbalance, and that's how you know. That's a sign that someone's throat chakra is unbalanced. Imbalanced. You guys know what I mean. Okay. So when I was getting all kind of information last, was it 2 weeks ago? I don't remember. And I was just so excited. Spirit was like, shh, pause. We need you to listen. You got to pay attention. Okay. And so I knew that my communication was going to be listening. It wasn't going to be so much me sharing as much, even though I love to share with you all. Okay. So last week, now here's the story. And when I first was like, I'm going live, I was like, it's going to be short, like an hour long. And I was just getting so much information, a second round of information later on. And I was just like, this may be a 2 hour live tonight, but it's all good. It's all good. It's needed. So a lot of you may know, maybe some of you don't. I have a business called Zoe Essentials. Okay. It is a business that I started with a friend back in 2012. We kind of went separate ways. I put it on pause. I was still making products. There were healing products that I was making for um, clients that knew about it. I continued to do that, and I have a patent on one of the products that I made, that I invented. Okay, it wasn't until last year that Spirit was like, "It's time to revamp it." Like literally last March, April. And so I asked what to put on there, followed everything you see on Zoe Essentials, everything. Trust me, this was something that Spirit told me to do. This is not of Melanie's own doing, okay? Because my mind was focused on something else at the time, okay? So last year, some of you may remember last June, um, um, the site was shut down. You were using a particular payment processor. I don't want to say the name. And people were saying, hey, I'm trying to order, can't order. The site was shut down. When I contacted the merchant, so let me explain some e-commerce things to you. When you go on a website to make a purchase, right? And that payment screen pops up, okay? And it says you can pay with PayPal, Amazon Pay, Google Pay, Apple Pay, Visa, MasterCard, Diners Club, all of that. That is going through a third party called a merchant account. Okay. They process the payments, they make sure things aren't fraudulent, and they take a percentage out because they're doing a job for you. Okay. So the particular merchant account saw a lot of action happening and they shut it down. Okay. Um, I had to like contact them, get it turned back on. It went under review. Several months later, it was shut down again. This was last September, last August. So another payment processor that I was using said, we cannot process your payments because you are selling pseudo health stuff, or they said you use terms like healing and basically that it wasn't FDA approved and it was a lie. And here's one of the reasons why. Because one of the herbs that is sold called soursop, literally says under the description that it is known to cure cancer. I'm not making this up. These are facts. There are peer reviewed studies on this. This company was like, we can't work with you. So I went with another company. Okay. Like, how many companies is this now? Because at this point, I'm just like, man, this is like the most. Like, do I really need to do this? And Spirit is like, no, you have to. You have to continue with this. There's many reasons why. Okay. Went with another really one of the largest payment processors out there. And they promised that in a year, you stay with them for a year. Now they're getting money. So every time you make a purchase, they're getting like 3 point something percent, okay, of the sale. So they promised in a year's time, once basically give us 3% of your money for a year, then we're going to offer you this loan to help expand your business. And it was just like, great. Okay, so told you guys August, right? So come September, this is we're no, what are we in? We're just turned October. Last week was September, right? Last week I got an email um early in the week that said, I'll make sure I'm getting my timelines. Was it last week before last? Maybe it was a week before last. We are shutting down your you can no longer use this account. You got 3 days to get it together, essentially. 5 days to get it together. So it was like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, "Really? Like, what's going on?" And so I wasn't quite sure what was going on. I was talking to my business team and we were like troubleshooting some stuff. Got a response back to them, same old thing. You're selling products claiming health benefits that are not true. And I'm just like, indigenous people have been using these are the herbs now forever, and they're not claimed to actually proven. Matter of fact, your pharmaceutical companies synthesize portions of these herbs and sell them in pills to people in an overpriced manner. Okay. They don't want to hear that. They're in the business of making money. They wanted to drop us. Okay. So then I went to another payment processor. This is last week, guys. Okay. I found another payment processor. They were like, "Oh, no worries, we got you." Um, about almost, so that was like the week before last, about a week's worth of, I was using this particular processor. I get an email. We have now shut you down effective immediately because you are selling. And I forgot the term that they use. It's a term that they use. We can no longer work with your company. So Zoe Essentials was shut down. You guys may not have noticed because like I was on it. They were shut down like 3 times. Okay. So now I'm in meetings with my business team and they're like, it's something, you got to do something. You got to have to take some stuff off. You can't sell herbs, da 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 da. I'm meditating on it and Spirit is like, continue with the herbs. There's a purpose behind this. Okay. You guys following me? Last Thursday, um, I got on a phone call with one of the no, they didn't. I didn't get a phone call with them. I was on a got an email from the processor. They were shutting things down. I saw uh, a message from them that said that your funds, so all the money that was made in the past week, would be held for 140 days. So, mind you, last week, well, you guys don't know this, was pay week for Zoe Essentials. There are 8 people that have to be paid. So now I'm in a place of this is messing up so many different things. I started to become like overwhelmed. Like, why is this happening? Like, I'm just not getting this. Like, this is the most. This was last Thursday. Spoke with 2 different aspects of my business teams. Okay. They both were telling me the same changes that I had to make. I did not want to make these particular changes. Okay. But I had to do what I had to do. Okay. So that day when I tell you that I was so like overwhelmed and what I don't not understanding what's happening, why this is all happening, okay? I just felt totally unbalanced, and we talked about that, like, what's happening during the Libra season and the balance. I felt totally unbalanced, okay? And where I'm usually, like, really firm and, like, got a strong foothold, I felt, like, unbalanced. So, what I do is I went outside, that didn't work. Play some music, like, nothing was working. I didn't wanna hear no music, like, I didn't wanna nothing. So, I went in my bed because at least I can reset. At least let me connect to my spirit team, okay, to get some clarity. Thursdays are the days that I have classes with my SDA 3 class. Shout out to the SDA 3 because I had to cancel the class tonight in order to give this message. So thank you all for understanding. I really appreciate you all. So last Thursday, I was like, I'm gonna have to cancel class because I'm just shaky. The crazy thing is, for the past couple of weeks, we've been doing lessons on crystals. And last Thursday's class, of all lessons, I was teaching them how to properly use a pendulum. So I'm like, how am I going to teach them to use a pendulum when I can't even balance myself? Okay. So I was just in the bed like, this is the most. And I asked Spirit, should I reschedule the class? Because I don't think I can even be balanced enough to teach. And Spirit was like, nope, you're going to teach tonight. Okay. So I went onto Instagram and let me you guys know I be sidetracking, but let me express this right now. Um I went onto Instagram and I I try to answer my DMs as often as I can. And I was since Sister Myra's lecture, I was just on my computer on the DMs a lot for 2 days. So like Wednesday and Thursday, I wasn't on it. Tuesday, Wednesday. This was Thursday. So I had a whole lot of messages and I was like, let me get through these messages. Okay. And there was the most, the most love that was shared. The most love. So many of you were like, thank you so much. I'm sending you love, Melanie. A couple people was like, how are you doing? Which is always shocking to me because, like, oh, I'm doing fine. It's rare that people ask me how I'm doing. How am I feeling? How's my day going? Are you okay? That's rare. So there was so much love being shown. DM after DM after DM. Hey, Melanie, here's this video. I think you will like it. I really enjoyed the lecture. Just so much love being like out the blue. And I was just like, this is so family because you guys didn't know that Thursday, like I needed that. Like I needed that. And it helped to kind of balance me out. Okay. It really helped me. And I just want to express my gratitude to you all. You guys know that I do my best to respond. The DMs, I respond to them. I do my best to respond to each and every one as fast as I can. I appreciate you taking the time out to even be like, thank you. Those of you who send me videos, that means a lot to me because you were watching a video and you were like, you thought about me in a moment. And that means a lot. Okay. So I appreciate all the love that you guys send. I appreciate that. The person who sends me, I think they send me like a cash app every time they get paid. Like I appreciate that. Um, so I appreciate all of that love because you just never know. Just because, please have it in your mind, and we'll go into this a little bit deeper. Um, Spiritual teachers, we have to go through stuff too. Okay. There are things that we go through that in order for us to teach, in order for us to tell you and to guide you, we have to have understanding. We had to have experienced it first. Okay. So first I want to say thank you for that. Thank you for all of whoever shares my stuff on Twitter, on Facebook. I don't know who it is, but I'm saying thank you. I'm so grateful for that. Thank you for liking the videos. You can have 10,000 views. It doesn't matter anything without likes. The algorithms say, "Oh, someone watched it for 10 seconds," but when you like it, they believe that people like this, so we'll put it into circulation. It's called circulation, whatever it's called, and so other people can see it. So I appreciate all of that. Please, I want you to know that I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. And even when you guys are telling me thank you, I'm saying thank you. You know, I appreciate you, Melanie. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. So I just wanted to say that um, and to let you know that we're all going through stuff, okay? And we're going to get into what's happening, why it's happening, and I'm going to give you some tools and some information that Spirit shared with me today. Um, One of the things is this morning, yesterday was a full moon, and so I got up and I was just like, "Oh, it's the full moon!" And full moon. I am going to probably say a lot of things incorrect tonight. Please forgive me, okay? New moon. And so I wanted to post something on Instagram about the new moon. I asked them, should I go live? No information came through. Um, I was going to post something and that didn't happen. And literally, um, yesterday, and I'll be very honest with you guys. Yesterday was another challenging day around 5 o'clock. I was hit with so much stuff. Still dealing with the payment processors, okay? Finding out that like 2 weeks worth of 1 week worth of 1 week's that I told you was is held up for 140 days. Finds out that the whole entire last week's money of Zoe Essentials, we don't know, is lost. you know, we're not sure where it went. They didn't know as of 5 o'clock yesterday. Knowing that I have to pay people, that I have to, purchase inventory, all this was happening at the same time. I had an appointment with someone at the same time. Um, I had a thing with a family member, two different family members that day. All this stuff was happening at the same time around 5 o'clock. And it was just like, what is happening? And my daughter comes downstairs and she's looking at me mortified. And the reason is because I was literally sitting on my couch and my eyes were filled with tears, like my eyes were red. And she was like, "Mommy, what's wrong?" Because I don't cry that often. I never, I'm like, again, I'm very stable for the most part. But for me to get emotional, I was just like, just the most is happening. Like, this is just a lot. So my default, I went to bed. It was like 7 o'clock. I did some more work, got into bed 7 o'clock. I was like, I'm done. Let me go into the astral, let me go home. Let me go on the astral plane and see what's up. A couple hours later, got up, was talking to my spirit team, like, what the and I'm using those words, is happening? Like, what is going on? Like, I don't have clarity on this. And my spirit team started speaking to me, okay, with this particular energy that I'm going to talk about today. And they said around 12 o'clock, I heard, get up, get up, get up. Okay. So I sat up in my bed. I'm like, okay, I'm up. And they started talking to me. You are this, you are that. Get it together. Get up out the bed. I got up and went to the bathroom, and I was like, by this time, I was like hyped up. My spirit team just hyped me all the way up. So I was like, I'm gonna do a coffee cleanse. I'm gonna do some work tonight. It was a new moon. I started writing because I understand, new moon to full moon. This is when you do your manifestation work. So I started writing stuff down, knowing that it's going to manifest. All right. 104 a.m. I get a phone call from someone. 104 equals 5. So there's a change happening. Didn't do the coffee cleanse. Um, the phone disconnected. 105, I call them back. That's 6. So I knew it's a family conversation we're having. And I had this conversation. And the whole experience that I was having today, this person brought clarity to me and healing to me. Okay. And as this was happening, there was a song You guys know I always be having the songs. There was a song that was playing for the last few days in my that I was hearing, and I wasn't understanding why I was hearing that song. So I'm not gonna sing it, guys. The lyrics are I wait, where's the lyrics? Um I can show you that love is a cure for heartache. Okay. So let me backtrack. When I was downstairs and my eyes were all red with tears, my daughter came downstairs. As she was talking to me, I was doing this. I was holding my chest. And she was like, Mommy, something wrong with your heart? She runs upstairs. She comes back downstairs with some magnesium gummies. Like, Mommy, take this magnesium. you know? And I'm like, I'm not taking that no magnesium gummies. They have, sugar and stuff in it. I was like, I'm fine. And so I heard that song play again. So the lyrics again is I can show you that love is a cure for heartache. Keep that in mind. The group is Moonchild. What is the name of the album? I don't know the name of the album. But the album is basically talking about the twin flame journey for real. So they got some, I don't know where they got their coding from, but the song kept playing. Okay, follow me. So having that conversation, a lot of stuff came up. Still dealing with heart chakra stuff. I'm just like, this heart chakra business, like this is just never ends. You think you feel the chakra, and it's like, nah, let's dig some more stuff out and present it to you. Now heal this, heal this. So I was doing healing work during the new moon, which was exciting for me because I knew that this energy was going to help. Um, there was an energy that was helping with it. Okay. So I got up this rising. Now let me. So I want to say that. No. um, let's get into what I heard this rising. This is what I heard. I heard this energy is meant to strengthen you. This rising, I got up, did my coffee cleanse, was in the shower per usual, and spirit was talking to me. And I heard this energy is meant to strengthen you. Then later on, I heard fortify you. Okay. And that's the name of this live. Thank you so much for the donation, Life Stance. Um, so here we go. You guys are gonna start taking notes. So when I heard that in the shower, got out the shower, as I was just drying off and getting myself together, information started coming. And it was so, again, I had done so much healing work. I was just in this high vibrational love space, this heart love space. Okay. And so I'm hearing more stuff and I'm just like, oh, this is so good. And I was like, oh, I have to share. I have to go live tonight. So I ran in my room, posted that I was going live, didn't know what I was going to talk about, and then Spirit started giving me information, and I started writing it down. Got the first half around, I don't know, like 10 o'clock this morning. Got the second half around 3 o'clock this afternoon. So we're going to take some notes. We are going to, if you are taking notes, we're going to use the educational academic outline standard. So the first topic, if you guys, I don't know if you guys were taught this or if you remember Roman numerals. Oh shoot, I actually wrote the number 5. Oh my gosh. Um, so these are Roman numerals 1 through 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The V represents the 5. So V, The IV is basically 5 minus 1, 5, 5 plus 1, 5 plus 2, 5 plus 3. Okay. Okay. So, topic one. Topic one. Topic one. Topic one. Don't be hard on yourself. This again, this energy is meant to strengthen you. Topic one. Don't be hard on yourself. Spirit is saying, don't be hard on yourself. Okay. Under one, so A. Now we're at the letter A. Okay. So let me show you all this because I don't want to take for granted that you know how to do this. Okay. So this is how it looks. You have I or one, and you have capital A. Then the next topic is one, the number one, and then a topic under that is A. And like literally, there's like subtopics. That's how it was given to me today. Okay. So A, go at your individual pace. So Spirit is saying, don't be hard on yourself. Under that, go at your individual pace. B, don't worry about other people. Don't worry about other people. I'm going to tell you a secret. Why you don't worry about other people? Most of them are faking. Most of them are faking. I remember the first time that one of my gifts is being clairaudient, and I remember the first time it came through really, really, really strong. This was 2006. I was in church. I was going to a non-denominational church. I figured, let me leave the regular denominational church, which was, what church was I going to? Methodist church. And let me go to non-denominational. They're more open-minded, right? So I was going to this church. Me, my two daughters, and my husband. Okay. I'll never forget this, guys. Never. We were sitting in this row, and there were some people there was like the deacons and this person, that person. There was like this hostility group in the church that was like, oh, we're the righteous Christian people. Like we just, you guys know, if you've been to church, sometimes you have those groups. Um, and so they were doing praise and worship, and during the worship section, first you do the praise song, the hype up Kirk Franklin type song, and then you do the worship, worship music. And during this particular worship, it was getting heavy. People were connecting, and it was really deep. People were talking like quietly in tongues to themselves. This lady in front of us starts going off in tongues. You guys know what I mean by tongues? Like, in church. If you don't know, that's what they do in Pentecostal churches. So she was talking in tongues loud. And because she was like a deaconess or something, everyone got quiet. Like, she has a word from God. And she's going, doing all that, taking off her sweater and doing all kind of motions, and crying and all this stuff. And so my oldest daughter, Makeda, is like laughing, like this is crazy. My daughters were laughing. My other daughter was like, get me the heck out of here. And I'm looking like, what the? Everyone was quiet. People had like their hands to her, like receiving this holy information that she was getting. She was going crazy. And then she started saying, so as she's in tongues, I'm hearing she's lying. That's fake. So I'm like, Melanie, you being judgmental. And I keep hearing she's lying. That's not real. And I'm just like, I tapped my husband. I said, you think that this is like, he's like, shh, like, so she's going off. And then she starts to say, God says, you hurting my feelings. You don't love me. My children don't love me. I sit on my throne and I weep and I cry. And I'm hearing that's bullshit. She's lying. Get the fuck out of here. I'm hearing that like curse words. And I'm just like, because Melanie wouldn't say that in church. So I'm hearing that and I'm just like, what is going on? And so as she's doing this motion, I hear she's talking about her boyfriend, her lover. That's she's having experience about her lover, acting like it's from God talking to her to give to the church. And I hear that. I promise you all. I heard, why would God be crying if you don't worship him? You think I it was what I was hearing was so much heavy in my ears that I started packing my daughter's like little bag up. Like, we gotta get the out of here. This is crazy. Like, what's going on? I told him, like, I'm leaving. He was like, you can't just leave. Like, now everyone's like into it. Everybody's we're right behind her. Everybody's watching this. And I was like, I don't care. Like, something's not right. I don't feel good. This is weird. I'm hearing stuff in my head. Like, I'm hearing curse words. It's time to get out of here. Okay. So he was like, all right, just go, just play it off like the girls have to go to the bathroom. Whatever you want to do. I'm out. Got the girls, we left. He follows like behind me shortly. First time this happened to me in this way. I'm saying this to you to tell you that there are a lot of people that are pretending to be spiritual and have these experiences, and they are faking, they are lying. So spirit is saying to you, like, don't get caught up in that. Don't look at that. Don't look at someone else and say, well, they're doing it like this and they're receiving this and they're doing these certain things. I'm not. So I'm not good enough. I'm not doing the right stuff. What am I doing wrong? I should be doing it like them. Okay. Damn it. I need to know all the chakras and the names in Sanskrit. So it's Anahata, Shashvahata. What are the names? And what are the okay, so Kundalini rising is when, damn it, I don't know when, did my Kundalini rise yet? Because they were saying that Kundalini rose and they were like shaking like this, and that didn't happen to me. So I'm effing up. I'm not, I can't, maybe I'm not a spiritual person. Again, Spirit says, don't worry about other people. Don't worry about other people. Most of them are faking anyway. Facts. Facts. Okay. You guys got that? All right. Topic number two. I'm not going to say no more. Topic number two. Put self love first. Mm. Put self love first. And let's talk about this because a lot of people got it twisted. I got to drink some soursop on that note. Okay. So, A, under topic two, put self love first. A, loving self does not mean F the world. Loving yourself does not mean F the world. People have this thing like, I love myself, forget everybody else. Just you have this energy like, F everybody else, it's all about me. That's ego. That's wrong. You're not going nowhere. You're definitely not spiritual. That's not a spiritual thing. Okay. It's not. It's unbalanced. It's if you have that energy, oh, there's some heart stuff that needs to be healed within you. You are hurt. You are hurting. People that I see that's like that, that's so heavy, like it's all about me. I had to learn to put myself first and forget everyone else. They're all I see is them crying. All I see is like the pain that they're in. Okay. That is not what it means. Okay. Under that, so we're number one. And I've said this before. I said this before. stop cutting people off. Stop thinking that you have to cut people off. I promise you, if you're doing your spiritual work, you're on your path, you don't have to cut not one person off. They will remove themselves. They will disappear from your lives. Like it really happens like that. And even it may even be something temporary. It may be temporary, like pause on this relationship so it can be revisited later on. But it's not your job to, I'm cutting them off, I'm blocking them, especially y'all twin flame, especially when y'all and we talked about the 4 phases of the twin flame, especially when y'all in 3, stop blocking him, stop blocking the divine masculine. Are you crazy? You're doing that to yourself. Don't block him. Don't be like, F him. He's a narcissist. I don't like how he treats me. He don't call me back. That I'm blocking him. You don't do that. You block him, you blocking yourself. You don't have to do that. I promise you don't have to do it. I promise you guys. I promise you. Just as much as you don't want to be hurt by certain people, you think your spirit team is like, well, let her deal with that hurt. They don't want it either. They're orchestrating stuff that you don't know, that you don't see to remove certain people out of your life. Okay? Now there's shortcuts that people do because people don't have patience and you don't want to wait. You really don't want to do the work. So you want to do cutting cord ceremonies because you don't want to do the work. What are you here for? There's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts here. There's no shortcuts to this. You have to do the work. You may have to have a conversation. You may have to put it on pause, but you don't just cut, okay? Because you don't know if let me listen. A lot of these relationships that are causing this grief to you, you chose them. You chose them. They're part of your team. They're reflecting something to you, maybe from a past life, so that you can heal it. And they're going to keep being a certain way towards you until you confront that, until you say, I'm ready to heal this particular thing. When you do, they disappear or they start acting right. Like for real, for real, because their job is fulfilled. That's just what it is. That's being in a place of self love, realizing that I came here on a mission. I'm here to do work, and everything around me is part of that. Everyone around me is if it's doesn't make me feel good, is triggering some sort of something to come out of me to be healed, to be transmuted so that I can ascend. You cut it off, you think it's done. You so powerful that you can be like, I'm cutting that person off. The fact that you have that energy towards them means that there's something unhealed. You chose this experience. This is part of your experience. You got to figure it out. If you have no idea why they're in your life like this, if you're like, my baby mama is the worst, my baby father is the worst, my mother, my father, whatever it is, you chose them, especially if it's your baby mama, baby father. Like you really chose them. So, what do you do? That's what your spirit team is for. That's what they're for. Okay. 2, we need each other. We need each other. We need each other, soul family. You cannot do this by yourself. This I don't need people attitude is wrong, wrong, wrong. Whoever's teaching that is wrong. Okay? Fake news. We need each other. Even in science, even in science, because, you know, spirituality and science, truth is just truth. It just doesn't matter. Okay? It, the science reflects it. When we talk about noble gases, okay? The noble gases are essentially the outsiders on the periodic table of elements. They literally sit on the right side, and they really don't get along with the other elements. They really don't wanna I don't really wanna connect to you. We just not vibing. I know you gold, but I'm neon and, you shiny and all that, but we just our energy frequency is different. But when neon meets xenon, it's like, "Yo, we vibrating the same? You don't rock with gold either? Me neither." Like, for real? They get hyped up and they start literally, the elements start moving fast. They start vibrating higher. It's literally called enlightenment, okay? And they support each other, and they become strong. 2 noble gases together is strong enough to cut through steel. A laser is created that can cut through steel. That's how powerful it is. So I'm telling you, soul family, you need each other. This is truth. Okay? Three reasons why you need each other. Number 1, accountability. Your true soul family is gonna keep you on point, keep you on in check. Oh, you wrong for that. Your friends don't care. Your friends and family don't care. You may be going through something spiritual and they be like, damn, that's messed up. You may have had an argument with your child's father, and you call your friend about it, and she's listened to you. He said that. Psh, that's why I never liked him in the first place. You need to cut him off. Like, you know what? You need to go down and da 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 because he's the worst and da 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 da. Okay, your soul family is gonna be understand. Like, let's try to work this out. What's the next? What's the best step? You hold some responsibility in this. Can't really be. You chose him. You know. Accountability. The second thing is support. You just need the support. I could never, I could never pick up the phone and call my sister and tell her some of the stuff I've experienced. My sister grew up and was raised in the West, on an island in the West Indies. Okay. You know what she would call me? She already says stuff. She's already like, she'll send me an email and a text message and say, Melanie, tell me my future, predict my future. And I'm like, what do you, I'm not a psychic. Like, what do you think this is? But if I were to tell her some of the things I experienced, she'd be like, yo, Melanie's really crazy. You really gonna call your friend up and be like, I was taking a spiritual bath and this dragon came to me and said, you are ancient. You are an ancient one. And then I saw butterflies coming out from the dragon's wings. People will think you are insane. Your soul family gets it. They'd be like, yo, I took a bath and a dragon came to me too. What color was your dragon? Okay. Your soul family supports you. It's not odd to them. It's not strange. The last live we did, I said, how many people can't sleep? How many people think they have insomnia? It was like 50 plus people that was just like me. Yes, 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 yes. You guys understood that. Someone else is like, you need to take a pill or something. What's wrong with you? Do you guys understand? So support. The third thing is love. Because true spiritual humans, the love is genuine. It's just real. It's just like, it's beyond explanation. It's beyond like familial. And what I mean by that is like family, like human family. It's beyond that. I just, oh, I just love you, you know? That's a high vibrational love. That's true. Okay. Okay. B, you guys following me? B, as spiritual beings, you must always maintain a greater understanding. As spiritual beings, you must always maintain a greater understanding. As spiritual beings, you must always maintain a greater level. I didn't say level, a greater understanding. I want to give it to you exactly how I received it. Okay. All right. Number 1, You must give love to receive it. You must give love to receive it. You want love, you have to be loving. You have to emanate that energy to receive it. Okay? It is not easy. I told y'all a couple weeks ago, love is gangster. Love, you gotta fight through ego to really be in that love space. Like your ego has to be in check. That's why we don't ascend this way. A lot of people say it's root chakra to crown chakra you ascend. Nah, it's through the heart. Because that right there, first of all, that vibration is super powerful. Okay. And we won't get too much into that, but that is something that you need to understand. Okay. You have to give it to receive it. You have to be in that space in order to have that space. Okay. Have that space around you. Number two, however, when you truly love yourself, self-worth, let's get into that. Last year I did a video. I think it has to have been during cancer season about like, do you really love yourself and self-worth? And I broke down why most people don't love themselves, why they feel unworthy, no self-love, self-worth. Okay. It's just a thing. Trauma. Look at your Chiron. Okay. Okay. Write this. Make sure you write this down. If you don't take the rest of the notes, all good. But write this down, please. I love myself enough. I love myself enough that I trust what I receive from people. I love myself enough that I trust what I receive from people. Okay. Let me tell you guys about the story of the snake and the frog. You guys know the story of the snake and the frog? We're gonna like do some ad libbing to it. Okay. I love telling stories. I love parables. That is something cultural in my family. Our music is calypso, soca music is full of stories. Something that I truly I love. So, the frog and the snake. So there's a frog, Mr. Froggy. He's like hopping. He's ready to go home. He had a long day at frog work. I don't know. And he gets to we cross the street, he crosses the river. He gets to the bank of the river. And he's like, "Okay, I'm about to swim across the river and get home to my family." Okay? Along comes a snake. And Frog is like, "It's a snake." They are enemies. They're not friends. They don't even like each other. Frog is like, "Oh, shit." Like he's gonna jack me. What's he gonna do? Like he's gonna eat me? They don't get along. They don't rock with each other. Okay? They are sworn enemies. Why? Snakes eat frogs. So Mr. Froggy is like, "Oh my gosh, what's going on?" And Snake says, "Hey." And Mr. Frog, Mr. Froggy's like, "Please leave me alone. I just want to go home to my family." Okay. And Snake says, "It's all good. It's all cool. I just need to ride across the river, and I can't swim across the river because like it's raging, and I can't do it. So I need your help." And Frog is like, "But you a snake. Like you'll eat me." And Snake is like, "Nah, that's all snakes are not like that. I'm not that kind of a snake." And so Frog, he's just living his frog life. He's just like, "Okay." He's a happy-go-lucky, peaceful guy, peaceful frog. He says, "All right, hop on my back." I want you to imagine this. So Mr. Froggy is swimming across the lake. Snake is on his back. And Snake is giving him small talk. "So you have, children. Where do you live?" He's like, "Oh, I live over there and the toadstool, you know, behind the big oak tree under the um big willow tree." It's like, "Oh, okay. So how long have you been coming across the lake?" Mr. Snake is having talks with Froggy, okay? Now, mind you, Frog is trying to swim. He has his snake on him. The snake is doing the most on his back. He's trying to keep steady. Imagine a long snake on a frog's back. He's trying to keep him on his back, trying to help him out because I promised I would get him across to the other side of the lake, the river. Okay. So he's doing his best to keep him from rolling off. Snake is giving him small talk. And Froggy's like, Snake is kind of cool. He's not like the other snakes. What was my friends talking about? What was my parents talking about? You can't trust snakes. He's real cool, right? Snake is laughing on his back, telling jokes, about just different stuff in the past. Remember the flood of 2 years ago? That was crazy, right? Snake is like, yeah, that was crazy. Me and my family had to relocate. He's like, yeah, man, I had to go to the top of the hill. They just talking. Frog is like, Snake is pretty cool, man. Like, I can't wait to tell my friends. You know what I'm saying? So still have his weight of the snake on his back, doesn't feel good, but he's doing his best to get him across the river. Okay. So they get across the river, and Snake is like, "Man, you mad cool. Like that, I really misjudged you. I thought I thought you would be, I thought you would really hurt me, really eat me or something. Like I didn't know I could trust you. Like, wow." Next thing you know, Frog is like, What's going on? What are you doing?" Half of Frog's body is sticking out of Snake's mouth. And he's saying, "What are you doing, buddy? I thought we were friends." Snake said, "You knew I was a snake when crawled up to you." Mr. Froggy was never heard of again. I'm saying this to say, and I've been saying this to say to you all, that you need to love yourself enough to trust what you receive from people, period. Because if you don't believe nothing else, people will tell you who they are. They will show you who they are. You keep giving benefit of the doubt after benefit of the doubt. Okay? Your spirit team will even tell you. You will have dreams, you will have visions. Your spirit team will expose stuff. You will hear stuff. You will overhear stuff. Your spirit team will have you say something that trips them up and have them reveal something in their mind. They're like, "Oh shit, I said that." And you won't even catch it. Or you'll be like, "Well, maybe that wasn't what they meant." Okay? B. B. You do not cut the people off. You don't cut the people. Did not just say don't cut them off. You are made aware of who they are. You have to recognize why they're in your lives. You ask for guidance in helping whatever that relationship is, and your spirit team will remove them. Okay? All right? Okay, let's connect. Let's connect. Let's continue. I already told you guys. I already told you guys. Okay. I am B. Write this down. Write this down. It's all good. It's all good. I know that you're just trying to gain understanding. Okay, it's all good. B. I am loving myself enough to trust myself and what I feel. I'm loving myself enough to trust myself and what I feel. I'm loving myself enough to trust myself and what I feel. Okay? So there's what you see and there's what you feel. Sometimes you don't see it, sometimes you are feeling it. Okay? You have to trust yourself. That is you loving yourself. I feel a certain way. How many of you feel something about someone or something, but you continue to pursue it because what will other people say? Children don't have that issue. Y'all ever noticed? Children will be like, I do not want to go to Uncle Jeff's house. Wah, wah, wah. They will cry and scream, no, I don't want to do it. No. And the parents is like, that's Uncle Jeff. That's my brother. You should love him. You should be nice. And children like, because they know what they feel. And children act on it. You adults shut them down. Oh no, your feeling is wrong. Some of that has happened to you in your past. You never liked Uncle Jeff. There was something about him. Your mom ended up dropping you off there. Something happened. You and now you know why you didn't like Uncle Jeff in the first place. And when it comes out later on during the family reunion, you tell your mom that's why I didn't want to go to his house in the first place. Love yourself enough. Love yourself enough. Children love themselves. Children are like the most they love themselves more than anything. They put themselves first. I'm mad, I'm hungry. I don't care what you doing, mom. Feed me now. I don't care that you're sleeping. I don't care that it's 4 a.m. in the morning. I want my bottle because they love themselves. They trust what they feel. Okay? All right. Let's get back to that childlike state. Okay? All right. 3. So we're at Roman numeral number 3. Balancing will strengthen you only if you put spirit first. Gotta pause on that one. Balancing will strengthen you only if you put spirit first. Okay. Peace Quantum Harrell Tech. Yes, pause and sip. Oh my gosh. So A, write this down. You have to decide who takes the wheel. You know how like what's that? There was a song actually, I think a country song that says Jesus take the wheel. And it's actually a really good video. It's actually really it was I haven't seen it in years, maybe like 10 years ago. It was a really great video. Great song actually. I don't know who sings it, but I like the song. But you have to decide who takes the wheel. Okay? At this point, you are not spiritual enough. I don't care how many books you read. I don't care how many lectures you've attended. I don't care how many singing bowls you have. Like, I don't care. You're not spiritual enough. You're not spiritual enough um, to be leading your own path. Okay? You're not the expert yet. You cannot, number one, you can't drive a car to a destination without help. You cannot lead yourself to your destination without help. First of all, when I was growing up, if you need to get somewhere, you better understand how to understand landmarks. Because people, there were no phone. There were phones. We just didn't have them. Well, drug dealers had some. But anyway, there were no apps. Certainly there wasn't Waze. Okay. So you just had to know, go to 176th Street, make a left on East Tremont. You just had to know where to go, you know? Go about 3 blocks. There's gonna be a bodega with the red sign, not the bodega across the street with the yellow sign, the one with the red sign. And go 3 doors down, and you had to know landmarks, okay? Or you had to know how to read a map. Regardless, you weren't able to get to a destination without some sort of help. And what I'm saying you're not spiritual enough is that once you get to a certain place spiritually, you can actually tap into you and ask spirit to take you somewhere when you don't have directions, which is why I always say connect. Connect to you, okay? Most of us aren't there yet. Number 2, let your spirit team guide you. Let your spirit team guide you. Let your spirit team guide you. You have a team, let them guide you. Stop thinking that you don't need your team. You chose your team. They were chosen for you. You work together. Okay? Okay? If you don't know who your spirit team is or what a spirit team is, I did a video, I think maybe it was early this year. I don't know the years. About what is a spirit team. I broke it down. Watch that. Let your spirit team guide you. 3, why? They have the blueprint. Before you came here on this dimension, you had a meeting with your spirit team. There was a plan. Okay? They have the blueprint. You forgot. You remembered you first came here, you were born, you cried, you were like, "Oh, I got to do this. I got to do this again." Okay? That's why babies cry when they first born. They're like, "Damn it. I'm back here again. Did I really for real choose this? Did I really sign up for this? Like, oh my gosh. Did I agree to this?" So your spirit team remembers everything. They have the blueprint. They know what's supposed to happen. They have total understanding. That's why you consult with them. Ask for help. You can't do this by yourself spiritually. You can't. Okay? And the fourth thing again is that you chose them. You chose this. You knew that it was going to be challenging before you came. Okay? That's why they're there to help you. Okay? You have to put spirit first. How do you put spirit first? When something goes wrong, you automatically go to what does this mean spiritually? If you can't get clarity, spirit team, y'all need to help me with this. Like this is the most. Y'all, please do your job. I need help. I need guidance. And they're like, okay, no doubt. We got this. Okay. I need this move to be made. Can y'all do what you gotta do? Because you want me to do this, but this is in the way. And they're like, we on it. This is your team. Okay. All right. You will not be balanced. You will not be balanced if you're trying to do this by yourself. You cannot be ego led. I'm telling you, you don't know enough. You don't remember enough. Okay. You were born during this time, all kind of in this construct of all kinds of stuff, the food you've eaten, the radiation that you are constantly bombarded with, all kind of stuff messing up your DNA. You have forgotten. You need reminders. All right? Okay. Number 4. And 4 looks like IV, Roman numeral 4. Okay. Roman numeral 4, it is challenging. It's challenging. I know. It's challenging. This path is challenging. And so many of you are like, you know what? I just want to be a regular person again. Sorry, you can't. You you can't. It's a wrap. Your eyes have been opened. Even if you try to, even if you be like, forget the spiritual stuff. First of all, true spiritual humans can never. Physical, yes. But if you're really a spiritual human, I've tried it. I was like, I ain't meditating, forget this stuff. Then I go to sleep and it's like, I don't want to have no dreams. Like you can't this so family, stop with that. Okay? It's challenging. It's challenging. A, I have to take a big sip on this one. Yes, Letitia, word. Word. Sometimes you do have to laugh. Sometimes you have to be like, "Yo, this is some crazy." Oh my gosh. Be mindful. This is A. So we're under Roman numeral 4, which looks like this. It looks like IV, okay? Roman numeral 4 is challenging. And A, be mindful of spiritual teachers who got it together. Mm, Be mindful of those spiritual teachers who got it together. Number 1, fake. It's fake. Number 2, they really not spiritual. Number 3, it's meant to deceive. It is meant to deceive. Let me tell you guys, well, not a story, but let me tell you about a little bit about me. Some of you may know, um, some of you may not know, but my career profession is literally a professor. Some of you may see people in here saying Professor Melanie, or Professor Mel. Some of them are SDA students, so I actually teach them. Okay, and then some. I don't know why you call me Professor Mel, but you do. But that is my profession. If I was to say no more spiritual work, my job option would be go to a university to apply to teach. That is my profession. I went to school for way too many years, way too many years, wrote way too much research to get to that place. Okay. This is what I want to express to you. The university level is considered to be the highest level of education, right? So you have preschool, elementary school, middle school, high school, college, or they call it junior college, and then university level. Okay. In order to get to the university level, in order to be um, considered as a professor, number one, you have to have a minimum of a master's degree. And most people are considered lecturers, not professors with a master's degree. In order to be considered a professor, not only do you have to have a master's degree, most of the time you have to have a doctorate. Okay. You have to have, if you only have a master's, you have to be so unique in your field, which means that you have to have you have to have some sort of published work or experience in the field that you are teaching. Okay. So my field was linguistics. And I think I shared with you all that I actually wrote a college textbook. Not only that, I just had a whole lot of experience that it was, even though I look like this in my field, and I was the only person that looked like this. I didn't have the locks. I had my hair. I wore a wig, y'all. It was way too much for me to come in. I had to be professional with the straight hair. Um, in order for me to even be considered, there was so much work that I had to go through. There was so much research. There were so many papers. There were so many presentations that I had to give. There were so many levels of teaching. There were so many places that I had to teach around the world to even be considered for this. It was hard. It was the most difficult thing. But my goal was I want to be a university professor. I'm going to be the only Black woman in this field doing this, right? That was my goal. Okay. Years of school. I don't even know how many years. This a lot of years. A lot of years in school. Okay. I was good at what I did. I was damn good at what I did. My classes had waiting lists every semester. I would talk trash to the admin. I would never get fired because they were like, she's making us money. Every class has a waiting list. My classes will be full and there's like 10 students waiting to get into my class. Okay. Because I was good at what I did. Why? Because I went through all the levels, the processes, and I successfully achieved them in order to be in my class and teach my students in a way that nobody else could teach them. Okay. It is a gift for me to be a teacher, but I worked hard, hard. Okay. I'm telling you this because there are a lot of spiritual teachers who have not done the work. They've done the work of reading like 10,000 books, or they've done the work, like literally, there's a famous teacher. What he's transitioned now. What is his name? Wayne Wayne Dyer? Wayne Dyer. And I don't knock him at all. Like he's has had some powerful speeches. A lot of people have become aware and awakened because of him, healed a lot of people. Wonderful. But his initial claim to fame, not claim to fame, his huge step up was basically he restated the emerald tablets. The emerald tablets, I believe, or the seven hermetic laws. He basically reworded that, something that was already written. And most people that read that book, and I don't remember the name of the book, you guys. Most of the people that read that book had no idea that it wasn't coming from him. Everybody thought that that was he's genius. Oh my God. How did this guy? Wow, these seven laws are just, oh my, they're just so powerful. He's so spiritual. And I'm not saying that he wasn't. Okay. But what I'm saying is that you have a lot of people that will take something, zhuzh it up a little bit, and present it, put on certain clothes, say certain things, say certain keywords. Y'all know the keywords. Y'all know the keywords. Shout out some of the spiritual keywords. Shout out some of the spiritual keywords while I sip some more. Y'all know. Oh my gosh. Yes, energy. I feel the energy. The energy is moving me. Ascend. You must ascend. Resonate. Oh my, I'm resonate. Oh, that resonates with me. Resonates with my energy. Spirits. Enlightenment. You must become enlightened like me. Because look, I wear these wonderful caftans and turbans. I'm enlightened. Vibration, frequency, law of attraction. Yes, yes, yes. Chakras, chakras, the chakras. Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. You walk up to someone, you're like, hey, what's up? Peace, love, and light to you. Like, just say what's up. Just say peace. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much for the donation, Quantum Arrow Tech. I appreciate it. And it's okay if you use these terms. These are really good terms. I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying these are be mindful. Okay? Be mindful. A lot of these teachers have not done the work. When you go to them and say, "Hey, I'm going through this. What should I do?" They don't have no read my book. It will help you. Okay? They have nothing to give you. I told you in the Dead Sea Scrolls, the sage said, "Before you start teaching me, get what's the message from spirit? Let me see if you really tapped in. What is spirit saying generally? Let's see if this resonates with truth first before you start teaching me. Otherwise, don't teach me nothing, right? So be mindful. Be mindful. Question first. Question first. You have to, in order to teach the spiritual stuff, if listen, how can I teach lessons if I haven't gone through lessons myself? Right? How can I tell you how to meditate if I don't meditate myself? Everybody that talks about meditating don't be meditating. For real. Everybody talks about astral traveling. Oh, you don't astral travel. I astral travel every single night. That's not. I don't even remember my travels every single night. Okay? Again, like I was saying before, like don't be hard on yourself. Don't look at other people's stuff. Be mindful of who is teaching you. They are stuff they have to go through, and a true teacher will share stories. They will tell you their experience because it no longer affects them. They're no longer triggered or traumatized by that. Okay? So they're telling you because I was able to get through this or get over this or heal because this is what I did when I went through it. Now, here's how you can do it. Let me teach you on how you can do it. Okay. That's a true teacher, right? Me teaching my students on things, I was a bomb ass teacher because for real, I went to a ghetto ass high school. And we didn't know how to listen. The first semester at Rutgers University, facts. First of all, I thought I was a bomb because I came in with a word processor. If you under 30, you may not know what 35, you may not know what that is. Typewriter with the screen. So I was like, I'm the shit. I'm coming in with the word processor. You know what I'm saying? First semester, the first day, one page essay, English 101. First semester, five page essay. First of all, my high school didn't even have computers. And the typewriters were in the typewriting classroom because we used to have to take typewriting class, keyboarding class. So I don't know how to write no five-page essay. I don't know how to write no five-page nothing. I was failing English 101, like for real. If I hadn't met this young woman who helped me to write my essays, who was teaching me something, okay? And then I took that and I flipped it to something else. I wouldn't have passed. I would still be at Rutgers, y'all. I would never have graduated. Like all the all listen, I went to Rutgers first year was 1996. I was on Douglas at Douglas College, okay? Douglas campus. The class was on Douglas campus. The class may have had 20 people. 3 of them were brown, black. One was ended up being a best friend of mine. She's from Brooklyn, and the other one was from where was she from? She was from Newark. When they said 5 pages, for real, all the white students were just like, okay, doop, doop. And we were like, what the they wasn't teaching us how to write no essays in high school, okay? So because I learned how to do that, I was able to help my students. I learned how to do these things the hard way, okay? Because of my own speech impediments or because I was raised in the Bronx hearing different languages, because of these different things, I was able to learn how to teach what I taught at the universities and I was good at that because of my experience that I have gone through spiritually. And you guys think I have stories that would shock you. I'm able to teach you all how to overcome these things, okay? All right? So spiritual teachers have to go through stuff. That's why you can't get mad if your teacher is like, I can't teach today. You can't be sweating them because you want them to do a video or like, I haven't heard from you in a while. Can you please post something? They may be doing their spiritual work. They have to learn lessons in order to teach lessons. Do you understand? Okay. B. So we're still under topic 4 is challenging. Nicole, you said Brick City stand up, Newark, Dirty Jers. I'm from the Bronx and I was scared of Newark. When I first went to Jersey, Newark is just like another beast. That's where all the stick up kids were back in the day. If you guys ever seen the movie, what's the movie Queen Latifah was in? Set It Off or like New Jersey Drive. Like they were no joke. They would like pull up to you with a gun, like get out your car, like run your whole vehicle. So, like the insurance rates, car rates in Newark, New Jersey were the highest in the country because of that. So, like, again, I'm from the Bronx and I didn't go into Newark. I didn't want to go into Newark. And if I did go to Newark, it was like in the daytime. Oh my gosh. But I love Jersey. I you know, that's my other home. Okay. Shout out to everyone, Jersey, Joyzy, Dirty Jers, Brick City. Shout out to all of you in the house. Okay. So B. So we're still under heading 4. It's challenging. The spiritual path is challenging. Um, I don't know what makes you think that is supposed to be easy. Um, Let me give you an example. You guys know I love using the Bible as a reference point because a lot of you grew up knowing these stories, and there's truth in the Bible. A whole lot of it that needs to be decoded. So let's talk about the story of Jesus. Okay. So Jesus was, chilling with his disciples. We talked about who his disciples were and all their energy, his crew. You know what I'm saying? It's click. Literally before the last supper, they about to have a whole Thanksgiving meal. You know what I'm saying? They about to have no, it's Thanksgiving, it's like Passover. They about to have this meal in this secret hideout. Okay. And God tells Jesus that his best friend, like his best friend, his right hand man, like is gonna betray him. He's just like, Judas, like that's my homie. Now I told you last 2 lives ago, Judas was known in the streets to be an embezzler, right? He knew how to wash money, right? He was good with the money. He handled all the money. Anyone gave donations, it went to Judas. He was good with money. Okay. He was known to steal people's money. That's what he was known for. But Jesus was like, damn, you that you can make. He knew how to listen. He knew how to flip money. You need someone like that on your team. Everyone needs a money person. I have businesses. You think I don't have a money person? My accountant is the bomb. Okay. So he he's about to have his last supper. He know he's about to die, essentially, have a physical death. And he's being told that his best friend is gonna betray him. Like he's just like for real, like me and Drew's been rocking really, really heavy. Like, how could he do that? He's hurt. Okay. He goes into the Garden of Gethsemane. Gethsemane. I can never say that right. And he cries. That's why I tell you, when people be acting all spiritual, like I have arrived. If freaking Jesus could cry, like he cried, it said he cried so hard he was crying blood. If he can cry, shit, you can cry. Okay? He was literally begging, like, listen, send somebody else. I don't know, send Solomon, send David. Like, I don't want to do this. Like, this is whack. Like, my best friend's about to betray me. Like, I'm about to be crucified. Like, did I sign up for this? Like, the Son of God, he is a God. Like, you are God's. Was like, I'm not about this life. Cancel me, send me back. I don't want to do this. If he could feel that way, you guys, what you are going through, same thing. You guys are gonna feel this way. Best friends are gonna betray you. You're gonna be shocked. Like over money? I think it was like 30 pieces of silver. Like you really betrayed me over money? You sold me out over some money? Like I'm the son of God. Like I can make water into wine. Like I could have made you some damn money. Shit. I could have alchemized some silver. You betrayed me over money? Can you imagine the hurt, the pain? And then he realized, like, I have to die for these fools. These people be talking mad trash about me. I have my cousin John's friends coming up, stepping up to me, like, who are you? Like, he's like, I gotta sacrifice my life for these. Nah, send me back. That was his like, read it. It's in like, I don't know where it is. It's in the Bible somewhere. Read the story. Read the story. Because when you read the story, it's not for you to be like, oh, let's worship Jesus. Matter of fact, he said, don't ever worship me. I'm just the son. of the Most High, like you are sons and daughters of the Most High, like you are gods. Don't worship me. He said that after he rose Lazarus from the dead, after he woke Lazarus up. Okay? Read these stories because it will sound very eerily similar to yours. So, family, you're gonna it's gonna be challenging. At least you're not crying blood. At least the tears of blood not coming out of your eyes. Okay? It's gonna be challenging. It's supposed to be. Right now, I told you that this balancing thing is happening. Let's see who's steady. Spirit is like, let's see how steady you are. So we're gonna not shaking. The shaking happened already. Let's make stuff, let's put some burdens on you. Let's see what you're gonna do. Oh, you woke up and today's good? Let's burden you with some stuff. I told you my own, I told you my personal experience. I shared my personal experience with you. In the mornings, I'm up like, doop, doop, time to get up. Let's go. Spirit was like, oh, she thinks she balanced. Let's see. Let's see what you're really working with, Melanie. Let's just shut down your site and take the money. Now, what you gonna do? Spirit team, y'all told me to do. Y'all told me to have this Zoe Essentials. Y'all gotta work it out because I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm not about this life. Okay? So I want you to understand that. If that happened, what do you expect? It's gonna happen with you. You're gonna go through the same things, family. Okay? And you'll be all right. He went through it, he ascended. This is your process. You go through it, you ascend, and there's levels of ascension. And let me tell you, every level of ascension is more and more challenging. The difference is that, here's the difference, that you are aware of it. You're aware that there's something happening to challenge me so that I can ascend higher. Okay? If you think of it like, I love giving this example Spirit gave me of stairs. Okay? So imagine some staircases. All right, y'all, I'm gonna try to draw. I don't want to hear the jokes. This is not too bad. So imagine some stairs, okay? This is a staircase. You start off here. Everything is cool. You know the truth. Like, you've been exposed to some truth. It looks good. Spirit is like, oh, we need you up here. Hey, you need to get up here. I don't know what staircase there is no staircase that is like this. That's not a staircase. It is straight up like this. That is a steep climb. That, whatever you got to go through, is not easy. It's a vertical climb. It is challenging. Then you get to the next, then you're up here. And you're like, whew, I made it through that. Whew, I did good. I did good. I'm spiritual now. I am. Gosh darn it, namaste. My kundalini rose. Okay? And spirit is like, you for real? Because a whole bunch more steps. You looking like I gotta do some more, like for real? Like I gotta do, damn, okay. That's the challenging part. Because you gotta get up here. Now here's the thing. Ooh, you guys gonna love this. Here's the thing. It's a whole lot of these. Okay? Every time you get here, looks like a flower. Every time you get to a landing, you can breathe. All is right in the world. I've arrived. Spirit's like, nah, buddy, more work. Every time you hear all is well, the next level. And it keeps happening. It keeps going on until it's time for you to ascend out of here. Okay? That is you have purpose for being here. There's work for you to do. Okay? So I want you guys to understand that. All righty then. Everyone clear on that? Just keep that in your mind. Just keep that in your mind. The reality is that every time you level up, you know that it's like the calm before the storm, right? It's like everything is good. Like what's about to go down? But you know that once you achieve that, there's gonna be some peace. There's gonna be some calm. Like you're gonna be good for a while. And your while may be a day, a week, it may be years. Okay. For a lot of you, it's not. It's like back to back to back to back to back. It's like, what in the world? Okay. All right, let's continue. Okay, 5. Topic number 5. And topic number 5 is the letter V. Topic number 5. Nona, you said, geez, I'm tired. Get some tea. Drink, drink some tea. Wake up. Drink some tea. Peace the God L6. Welcome. Okay. Okay. 5. Let's talk about this new moon. Let's talk about this new moon. In Western astrology, the new moon is in Libra. The full moon will be in Aries. Remember that wherever the new moon is in, the full moon is in the opposite. It's on the other side of the chart. Okay. So Aries is the first in the zodiac. If we count 6 Aries and then 6 more, we get 7. Libra is the 7th. Okay, so it's the opposite side. Okay. If it is, if you look at sidereal astrology, it's Virgo and Pisces. And if you guys don't know, I don't do the arguments of which one is right, which one is better. The Mayans used sidereal. That's correct. Okay. We don't get into that. Okay. What's happening spiritually will always resonate. The difference is we're talking about world energy versus individual. Okay. And in Western, we look at the houses a lot. However, getting into specifics, there are differences. However, I'm not going there. We're talking about the overall energy, and truth is truth. And we're going to get into why. So A, this energy is gradually strengthening you spiritually. This energy is gradually strengthening you spiritually. Okay. We're going from Libra into Aries. Okay. And you are gradually being strengthened. Okay. Spiritually. All right. Same difference. It works for Virgo to Pisces. Okay. The energy is very feminine. It is very feminine. This is such a welcome. Because the last feminine energy we had was very Sekhmet. It's Sekhmetish like. And she comes through to like mess things up, like to shake things up. She came through shaking stuff up. Okay. This energy is a little different. It is stern but gentle. It's a stern but gentle push. You got this. Keep going. That's the energy. Okay. Get it together. That's the energy. Stay focused. That's the energy. Okay. So it works with Western or with sidereal. Whether if you're looking at Western, it's still feminine energy, and we're talking about balance. And if you're looking at Virgo, it's still feminine energy, and we're talking about the structure. You guys get it? Truth is truth. We don't argue over stuff. All right. Um, so that is the energy of this new moon going into the full moon. Number one. Okay, so A was this energy is gradually strengthening you spiritually. Number one, you have to have understanding, or you have understanding, excuse me. You have understanding. You do have understanding. You are here, you are listening to this, you have some level of understanding. Okay. You don't have to know everything. Some people say, I feel I'm so far behind. I just left the church 2 months ago. I feel like I need to catch up. You are where you need to be. You have your level of understanding, and that is perfectly fine. Okay. People are in this energy of, I need to catch up. What book do I read? There's no book. I can't tell you what book to read. I have a lot of books. You need to meditate first, connect to you first. Okay. Okay. So, number one is you have understanding. Number two, know what this is. Know what this is. You are to be in a place of knowing, okay, what this energy is. This energy is, again, it is to push you, to gently push you to the place, gently but firmly. Is different from uh, um, a Cancer feminine energy, which is more coddling. Like, it's okay, baby, you got this. Because a lot of y'all won't do it. A lot of y'all just want to be coddled. Okay. But this is like, you got this. You're not turning back. So just keep going. I got your back. Just keep going. You're not being scolded. You're not being babied. It's like an in between type energy. Okay. It's very lovely. It's a very loving, coaching type of energy. Okay. Number one, you have understanding. Number two, know what this is. Number three, go back to what you know. Okay. Number number four, what made you start this journey? Okay. What woke you up? Go back there. Remember when you first woke up out the matrix? Remember when you first was like, what is this? What is this church, temple, mosque? Like, what is this? This restriction. I'm having experiences that my priest, pastor, imam can't explain to me. What is this? Like, yo, this world is really crazy. Like, people are really voting. Like, these people are on the same team. Like, what was it that woke you up? You scrolling through? Who's this Bobby Hemmett dude? What's he talking about? You scrolling through? Okay. Sister Myra, who is she? Let me listen to this lady. You scrolling through? Brother Panic. Okay, who is this dude? Okay. Whatever it was, Esther Hicks, whoever it was that made you say, there's something else here. If you saw a book, whatever it was, there was a time where you became, either you woke up fast or you started to become aware. You started to remember who you are. Go back to that place if you need to. Some of you were angry, is some of you were just angry. Some of you came in on Hebrew Israelite energy. Okay. The white man is a devil. Lick my boots. Let me stop. That's not all Hebrew Israelites. I'm talking about a certain group. But somewhere, let me pause. If you grew up, if you I don't know about other cities, but I do know New York City, especially like in Harlem, these particular sects of this group of people, they just be going off on people. And it's like, damn, you so godly, but you angry. Like, you real angry. Okay. And some of you came in on that because there is some truth in that. There, you recognize some truth. Damn, why is it that all brown people are at the bottom of the totem pole? Why are all black women disrespected? Why is this the case? Like, damn, why do we have to keep begging? Why is this? Why can't I get a house in this area? Why is my loan denied? Like, why? There was some truth that woke you up, and some of you woke up angry. The white man wrote the Bible, F church. You started going off. Every Thanksgiving dinner, you were telling your family you shouldn't be eating pork, you shouldn't be doing. Remember? Y'all remember? Sometimes you have to go back to that place and remember where you were right before that place. Okay? Some of you felt bamboozled. Some of you were so angry. Some of you were so shocked. Some of you were hurt. Right? This energy right now is a very feminine energy. And she's like, I get it. I get it. But you got to keep going. You got to keep going. Because this full moon that's coming up, super powerful. There's things you need to manifest in your life, right? There's things that you need. A lot of you, it's not even a want. It's not, I want to start a spiritual business. It's like, I need a job. I need this. I need food. I need. Okay. And I'm telling you, so family, you are manifesting stuff all the time. That's why I have to be mindful of what you say, how you think, and how you treat people, because you're manifesting stuff all the time. Remember, I said if you want love, you give it. Okay. Okay. Number 6. Number 6. 6 in Roman numerals looks like a V and an I. Remember, the V is 5, and then the I represents 1. So 5 plus 1 is 6. Okay. Connect to you first. Connect to you first. Connect to you first. Okay. Yes, we have tools. Saying this from love, family. There are a lot of tools out here. We know that planets are tools for us. We know that crystals are tools for us. We know that certain divinations are tools for us, pendulums, tarot decks. We know that there are I Ching, um, cowrie shells, and Ifa tradition. We know that there are many tools for us to use. Absolutely. And they are here to assist you. But if you are not connected to you first, these tools do not work accurately. They can never work accurately for you. Okay? Why? Because how do you know if the information that you're getting is truth or not? Okay. Thank you for the donation, Mook. How do you know if it's really truth that you're getting if you're not connected to you? People can tell you anything. People can tell you people can say to you, oh, let me tell you. Well, a lot of the people, the stories I've heard. Such and such, who has like so many hundreds of thousands of followers, did a reading that I paid all this money for and told me my twin flame was coming last year, but he didn't come. What did I do wrong? What made you think that that was the truth? Here's the thing, you could have asked yourself. You could have went into meditation and asked your own spirit team that question, and they would have told you. But because you have become dependent on tools outside of yourself, you trust that so much, you're not trusting yourself. So the tools cannot be accurate 100% of the time. They just can't be, because human error. You have to know what to receive as truth and what to give. Okay? I had someone very close to me do a reading, 2016, and she said she said to me, "You're gonna get married next year. Prepare. He's gonna come and he's gonna be like this and that." And this type of man that she was describing. And at the time, Spirit was like, "That's not right." And I felt like, "Oh, like, I don't want to, like, oh, I just got divorced. Like, heck to the no. I'm not even trying to get married. I need to heal myself." But she was convinced that this was true. Now, other stuff she said resonated with me on a truth level, but that didn't. But I wasn't really connected to myself, and I believed her. So I was in this nervous space, like, oh my god, stressed out. I No. You want to go on a date? No, thank you. I don't want to marry you. 'Cause- okay, but you have to connect to you first, or these tools don't work. Pendulums. I just taught a class with my students on pendulums. I said, listen, let me tell you, I'm teaching you how to use these things. And I taught them several techniques on how to use pendulums. Okay. Because 98% of people using pendulums are using it wrong. And 98% of people are getting wrong information and then moving on wrong information and then making mistakes and then blaming spirit or their spirit team or blaming themselves. The only blame should be you were not connected to yourself, first of all. Okay. Thank you so much for the donation, Abioye. Most of the time when you have a question, that not most of the time, there are times when you have a question, you're asking spirit, and you really want it to be yes, and spirit tells you no. A lot of times that is the truth. Don't re-ask the question because you want to get a yes. Don't be like, I don't like this reader. I'm gonna contact another reader. Okay. You need to be connected to yourself enough to be able to use tools in an accurate way. Okay? They are here to help, to assist. They're not the end all be all. I will say it again. If you are in the middle of the desert, what do you do? If you're in the middle of the desert, you don't have a crystal, you don't have a pendulum, you don't have a tarot deck, you don't have a phone to call Psychic Friends Network. Is that still a thing? No. What's the new one? I don't know. Whatever it is, if you don't have a YouTube to look at, okay, who's doing um full moon readings for Libras tonight? I'm not- my heart is never to make fun of you guys, but I just laugh at some of the stuff that's out here. For real. Okay? If you don't have those tools, what do you do? Because surely you can't look up at you guys, most of you guys don't know how to read the stars. So what do you do? What do you do? You have to be connected to you. You have to. You have to recognize some I'm feeling something, not my gut. That's my womb. That's my sacral chakra. Something is telling me something. When my sacral chakra starts acting up, there's something with creativity. Am I brewing something? Am I healing something? Am I healing a trauma from a past life? What's going on? Is this a trauma from childhood? Okay. I told you the other day when it was my heart and all this stuff was happening. This had to do with business and money. And I went like this, put my hand over my chest. And my daughter said, Mommy needs magnesium. She brought me magnesium. I said, I don't need the magnesium because my heart chakra went, "Ugh," it did something. Okay. And it wasn't until 1 o'clock in the morning when I had that conversation with someone, all this stuff came up to be healed. But I recognized it was something with the heart. I just didn't know what it was. This is why you have to be connected to you. Okay. All right. The other thing is that when you know who you are, and Spirit really gave me clarity on that. Sorry if I gulped loud in the mic. But when you know who you are, when you don't know who you are, you you're like, what do you call it? Like fresh bait. Fresh bait, fresh meat. Low vibrational energies is like, I don't even know who she is. Let me psych her out real quick. Let me, you know, mess with her real quick. Okay? She wants a reading. All right, let me F with her real quick. Let me tell the opposite of what's true. Okay? When you know who you are, you talk about a different energy. You're talking about still low vibrational energies, but higher ranking. They try to come for you. But you see it. You see them coming. I see you. I see you. I see you coming. My spirit team told me. They were like, watch him, watch her. And even if they didn't, somebody from my soul family called me and told me, watch him, watch her, keep your eye out. And you don't have to say nothing because it will all play out the way it needs to play out. Okay? This is why it's important to be in connection with you, who you are, your higher self, and your spirit team. Okay? Because you may get tricked. I'm gonna say that you may get tripped up, but you will never be fooled. You will never fall flat on your face. Never. Even when they think that you are, you just being quiet, you just laying back for a little bit. Your spirit team may say, pause, let us handle this. You say, all right, y'all got this? All right. Okay. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. All right. 7. Yes, I see you. I see you. 7, which is VII. Okay. Um, I remember that. So let me preface this by saying this. Am I saying don't use tools of divination? Absolutely not. I had to use a pendulum um today for something to get clarity on something, okay? Um that's something that I personally choose to use, okay? Um Sometimes I'll do a I Ching at the beginning like of a season or something. I'll throw my coins, see what spirit is to get specific information, okay? So I'm not saying that you don't use your tools. I'm saying we don't become dependent on them. It is for clarification purposes, okay? Another thing that spirit has been talking about very heavily is the use of herbs. And the reason why is because the energy, even as a spiritual person, you are still going to be bombarded by such low vibrational energy, okay? Do you guys remember back in August? Yeah, back in August, I said to you guys, we about to go into September. We're about to go into Libra season, this September energy, leaving August, going into September. You guys are gonna feel like you losing your ish. Okay. I told you to get valerian root. Okay. I told you some herbs to get to kind of keep you vibrating high. These are the herbs that keep you high. Okay. I told you certain crystals to use, right? I said there's some things you have to take. I think I mentioned mugwort to help you sleep. Valerian root makes you so high that you're sleepy, right? And then 3 weeks ago, I asked in the live, how many of y'all can't sleep at night? And so many of you were like, I can't sleep, I can't sleep. And I told you the herb to get like a whole month before. Okay. So there's reasons for us to use these things. There's reasons that spirit is prompting certain people. And it's not just me. So I'm saying it and I'll have a conversation. Like I'll have a conversation with someone else and they were just like, Spirit told me to get this herb. I'm telling you. Spirit told me to get this herb. Or I was in a field and all this herb was there. And it's like, what? Okay. So um there's a particular, it's not a herb, it's a flower. Rose. So Rose has been so heavy. Let me, I want to text my daughter real quick. Rose has been so heavy. I actually spoke to someone. Um, hold on one second, guys. Rose has been so heavy. Now with something that, as always, essentials, we have something called the Libra bundle. And so Rose is one of the, yeah, it's a flower that's in that bundle, right? Thank you so much for the donation, Zuri. But Rose has been so heavy that I was talking to someone yesterday, I believe it was, and I saw roses, and I said to her, "You know, you need to get some roses." And she was like, "I actually have a bush in my yard," and I was like, "Go talk to the rose bush. Go get some of those roses and put it in your bath." And I told her some things, personally to do with regards to the roses. But the roses have been so relevant, so much so that my daughter, she's gonna give me something. I'm gonna show you guys. She's so proud. She's so proud of herself. My daughter made this. It is a rose infused oil. My daughter is 4 times Libra. 4 times Libra. I told you guys I have special children. So she was prompted, like I literally told her like to do something like wash the dishes or something else. And I come downstairs and she's like in the cabinets, "Mommy, what's a good oil to put?" And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she's putting the roses, the dried rose petals in this bottle. She bought these bottles. And then she put, which oil is good to use, Mommy? So I'm telling her the oil, she's putting the oil in. Okay. My daughter, not out the blue, just following her instincts, just following her flow, made a rose oil. Okay. Today Rose came to me again. So there's something to that. I'm telling you this. What I received is that the rose, there is a high vibration, there's a love energy. And but it's a love mature. It's not a love playful. It's not like a love like daisy, sunflower. It's a mature, again, that energy, that feminine energy that's like God is beautiful, but guiding you, pushing you. Okay, you got this, you can do this. That sort of an energy. Okay. So get some roses. If you have a rose garden, if you have a rose bush, excuse me, go talk to the rose bush. Ask, like, "Can I have some of your flowers?" Get some of the flowers. You can get it from Zoe Essentials. We sell like little package for like things like $5. Um, get it from wherever. Go to the grocery store. You can get some roses. Buy a dozen, half dozen roses. Okay. And I want you to do several things with that. You're gonna make a tea with the roses. Okay. Um, Not to drink. Don't drink it. Don't drink it. You're gonna make a tea. You're gonna strain the roses out and you're gonna put that into a bath. Okay, so you're bathing yourself in that rose water. Okay. You can make a rose water. So you can take dried rose petals. Okay. What I do is I pour hot water on it, very hot water. Okay, in a mason jar. So like this much rose petals, this much water, and I seal it, okay, overnight. All that steam and everything gets in there. And the water turns like this dark reddish brown color. Okay. Um, do that. And then you can put the rose water, like anoint your body with it before you meditate. Use that. Okay. Instead of using what is it called? Florida water. You can make your own rose water to use, okay? There's something with that energy that's happening right now. The other thing is you can do like my daughter, make a rose oil. All that is the dried rose flower petals and two oils I would recommend is um either fractionated coconut oil. No, don't use fractionated coconut oil if you put on your body. You want to use almond oil. I think no, avocado oil for the skin, if it's for your skin. Avocado or almond oil is okay, not castor oil, okay? And all she did was put it in that jar and let it sit. For women, you can add jasmine or ylang ylang, okay? For men, because men are like, I'm not making no rose oil. um, Add sandalwood. There's something happening with sandalwood right now. Add sandalwood. You can add some vanilla to it. Sandalwood is such a, mm, it is such a sensually masculine, just yummy scent. You can add that to your oil and use that for your spiritual practices. Put it over your third eye. You can put it over your wrist when you're meditating. Just smell it, okay? Diffuse it. But there's something happening with rose, and what I'm getting from spirit is that it's helping to that flower is helping to usher us into this next energy that we're going into Scorpio season. Okay. If anyone has any clarity on wise rose, I don't know. I just follow whatever spirit is telling me. You've been spraying rose water on your face, Aaron? Wow. Okay. Manly scent. It's a manly scent. Sandalwood is like a sexy scent. Like that's just what it is. It's just like it just really is. Um if you took the herbalist special course, you have 6 different ways to use to make different things with roses. Okay. Okay. The last topic, 8. Last topic, 8. Connected souls. You said I just did a ritual with roses tonight. So you guys see, like, you see how truth is truth? Okay. So 8. Spirit is trying to work stuff out of you guys. Again, there's this push. It is a gentle, not gentle, it's a firm push. Okay, not gentle. It's a firm push, but your spirit is trying to work things out of you. Okay. Do not fight it. Do not fight it. Last night, I could have been like, let me take the magnesium, let me take something and go to bed. I don't want to deal with this. Okay. When that phone call came in, like for real, the reason why I missed it the first time at 104 is because I don't feel like talking. I don't feel like talking. I don't want to hear this. And Spirit was like, call back. I called back 106, a minute, right, a minute after. And listen, I didn't want to hear what the person had to say. Like, I don't want to hear. Like I'm on the phone, like, you don't understand this, talking about childhood stuff. You weren't there, you don't understand. And Spirit was like, shut up, Melanie, and listen. Just be quiet and listen. And I sat there like with a little attitude. And I listened because what was happening is I was fighting spirit. Spirit was like, yo, we trying to help you heal. Listen to the person, listen to what they're saying. It's not to hurt you. Okay. So I had to stop the fight and say, you know what? I need to heal from this. So what are you saying? Because obviously it's something that I missed because this is still a trigger in me. Okay. And so as I stopped fighting it and listened to it, everything came up and I was able to heal from something that I didn't realize I was still dealing with, okay, from childhood. Okay. So write this down, family. Stop fighting flow. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. You don't, you are beautiful, brilliant. Yes, ye are gods. You are amazing. You are powerful. Absolutely. You don't know it all. You haven't perfected it yet. How do you know, Melanie? Because you're here. Because you are here. So stop fighting. Okay? When these things come up, flow, you have to flow with it. You have to be open and ask spirit, like, what is the purpose of this? Why? Why am I going through this? What is the reason? And when someone comes in, who the heck calls me at 1:04 in the morning? I'm not, you kidding me? First of all, pause. Don't call my phone at time of night. How you know? How did I'm usually asleep. But I happened to spirit woke me up at 12 something, get up. And I'm literally thinking it's to do the coffee cleanse. And it was like, no, get up and be alert because I'm gonna have someone call you at 1:04. 5, change has to happen. There's a change that's about to happen. 5 represents change. Mm. All because I went to bed weepy at 7. At 10 o'clock, I was asking my spirit team, y'all gotta help me deal with this because this is the most. This is too much. Now my heart is hurting. What's going on in my heart? Like yesterday, like for real, family. For real. Okay. And I had to stop fighting and flow. And I healed. And when I rose up this morning, when I rose up this morning, I was vibrating so high. I was vibrating so high to feel all this love. And I remember the song, right? The song I told you about earlier. Love is a cure for heartache. And I just felt so much love. Okay. So much gratitude. So much just, that energy. Okay. In the midst of all the craziness. Uh, that's crazy world stuff. It'll get figured out. All right. But I was able to heal some crazy ass trauma last night. Mm, So grateful for that. All right. Okay. So that's it, family. That was it. I hope you took notes. I hope that you received this information. Um, thank you, Akasha Triple Goddess. I have no choice but to be transparent. My son's son is in a house that tells me I have to like expose stuff. That's what Sister Myra told me. That's what you here to do, Melanie. So peace, essential nature, Jadong. Mahogany took notes, received, and grateful. Awesome. I'm so grateful for you all. Again, you all are so amazing. Oh, 22. 422. I saw 22 in the chat. You all are so amazing. Stay encouraged. Remember what was spoken about tonight. Um, if you have to rewatch it, rewatch it. Sometimes we have to rewatch things in order to really to get it, to really have understanding. If you need to do that, then do that. Please make sure you like the video before we end. Please make sure that you share it with someone that you believe this is will be beneficial to. Um, what was B of 4? Look at Brittany. Brittany was really taking notes. Now I gotta like look on the floor for my I looked through my notes. Oh my gosh. What was B of 4, Brittany? Oh my goodness. B of 4. This is why we take notes. This is why we take notes in order, in an orderly fashion, so that we can go back and reference it. Oh my gosh. B of 4. Where's 4? B of 4. Be mindful of spiritual teachers who got it together. The ones who are, acting so perfect, and you know what I mean. You you will feel this energy of condemnation, like you don't have your shit together like me. Every true spiritual teacher that I've met, that I've come across, they've all been so down to earth, like they just very real, very funny, very loving, just joking a lot, like they just don't take this shit serious. They just don't take it so seriously. So just be mindful of those who think they got together, and there is not one spiritual teacher, not one that I've personally come into contact with, even those who weren't spiritual, more academic, like even with Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, who are not hard on themselves sometimes, or think like I don't have it all, I don't have it right. um yeah, who sometimes question themselves or question what they receive. That's normal to question. It's normal. Just don't be in a place of doubting it too much. Just trust it. Just trust it. What's the worst that can happen? I have literally, and I don't like, I'm not going to give names. There are people that have moved across the country because spirit said to. I spoke to someone today and I was literally like, you moved from, if you want to say that it was you, say that it was you. If not, it's okay between me and you. Told me that um spirit told them they were in New York. Spirit told them to move down south. They moved like weeks before COVID hit. When COVID hit New York, it was a disaster. They were safe from that. Then spirit told them to move again to another state. Okay. They never lived in these states. They followed that. They told me, was it yesterday, I believe, maybe today, I sent them a message because they didn't understand why they had to move to this specific city in the specific state. No lie, family. No, I promise you. They had no idea why they had to move to the city randomly. I'm like, Spirit told you to move to this particular city? They said yes. Why? I don't know. They just did it. Was homeless for a little bit. Real talk, living in a hotel. Real talk. With children, young children. Okay. Was prompted to go to a store. Mm, this stuff you cannot make up. Was prompted to go to a store. Okay. And this I can't wait till they tell the story because it's deeper than this. I'm giving you guys a short version. Was prompted to go to a store. The store, the person that owned the store, okay, was their twin soul. They had no idea this person was living in this city, in this state, because they knew this person from New York. Like, of all the places, Spirit told you to go there, to that city and that state, and you go to yo, they came into union. He saw her differently. Now, mind you, they had spoken beginning of the year, and he like ghosted her. But she kept doing her work. Spirit said, move to this state, move to this state. She just kept doing it. It was hard. It wasn't easy for her. She just kept doing it. Like, are you the second time she went to visit him at his yo, it's deeper than that. Because he has two stores. The second store, there is Spirit told her this is the spiritual work you have to do. The second store that he owns, the that store actually does the work that she has to do. I said, you know, you're about to be running that second store. He opened up that second store, not for whoever's running it right now. That's for you because that's your work. Husband and wife side by side. You know what I mean? Like, just so powerful. So I said, you see what happens? Because when everybody thought you were crazy, like, why are you moving down south? You just moved to this state. Why are you moving to another state? Why move to the city? Nobody's out there. And you just kept following your promptings. You just kept following it. You did not doubt. She didn't doubt for 1 minute. She didn't doubt for 1 minute. And she ends up seeing him. Mm, the story is still being written, family. The story is still being written. So when I'm telling you, don't doubt, believe it. Shit, what was like, just go for it. Just go for it. Prove your spirit team. Prove it. Prove it. Okay? Prove that this is real. Prove that this works. You want to manifest something? Write it down. Prove it to yourself. What are you trying to manifest? We still in new moon energy. You have 2 weeks to do the work to focus on it. What are you trying to manifest in your life with regards to you having balance in your life, okay? Or balance in your career or balance wherever. What are you trying to manifest? Get a pen, paper, get in front of your altar space, sit up in your bed, wherever you meditate, write it down. Focus on that energy. If something comes to you that is pertaining to that, follow it, flow with it. Okay? Don't think that it's too weird. Listen, you guys. I have gone to business seminars, and people have the strangest yo, there's this company that has a business that is literally, um is for cats, cat backpacks, cat ba backpacks, and the way that it's formed, I don't know, it's something special for cats, the way that it's, like, formulated, and they said they just came up with this idea, right? We know about dog carriers, but cat carriers, like, cats really don't like to travel, okay? But it's this cat backpack thing. Yo, they came up with this idea that it's a multi-million dollar company. Now, had they said to their friends, "I'm gonna start a company with cat backpacks." I know they said it, and I know people was just like, "That sounds crazy. That's stupid." I'm telling you. So if something comes to you, if you're like, I need balance in my career, my business, my job. Some of y'all have told me that you opted out of getting the jab, and so now you don't have a job, or you have a week left to make that decision, but you're not. Like some of y'all have told me that. And all I can say is, were you prompted to do that? Are you following your guidance? Is that what you were told to do? Then do it. So if you're in a place of you're like, what am I supposed to be doing? And you get something crazy, like, I don't know, teacup tops. I don't know. Fancy teacup tops. Do it. Do it. You're probably the only one in the world doing it. That is for you. Spirit is saying, listen, a lot of spiritual, high vibrational people are gonna be drinking tea. How they who wants to keep putting a plate on top to steep your tea? Like, listen, that just came to me. That just came to me because facts, when I need to steep my tea, I get a small saucer and put it on top. Was that for one of y'all? That must have been for one of y'all. One of y'all must have had that idea. Because why would that just randomly come to me? So if that was your idea, follow it. Follow it. Don't doubt it. Don't be like, nobody else is doing it. That's weird. Who's going to buy it? I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Reach out to me. Maybe I'll put it on Zoe Essentials. I sell teas. Okay. Don't doubt it, is what I'm saying to you guys. Okay. If you're talking about balance within your family and stuff comes up, don't doubt that. Don't doubt what is happening. Do you understand? You're trying to manifest, so you work on that. You work on it throughout the next 2 weeks because what did I tell you? When that full moon hits, that's the power. That's where that power is coming. Okay, spiritual power. So whether it's again Vedic or Western, whether you're looking at Western astrology, it's the Aries energy. It is fire. It is power. If you're looking at Vedic astrology, it is Pisces energy. Pisces is the sign of manifestation, mystical magic. It is the magical sign, magical energy. Regardless of that, the full moon is going to be powerful. This full moon is going to be powerful. So start your work now. Start your work now. Okay? Start working on your manifestation now. All right? Okay. All right. With that said, have a wonderful night, everyone. I love you so, family. Thank you for all the love that you share to me, send to me. Thank you for all the videos and posts that you forward me. I have a running list of videos. When I need something to do, I'm like, oh, let's see who sent me a movie or something, and I watch it. I really do. I really, 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 I really love you, so family, and I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, sweet dreams, safe travels, and I will see you guys soon. Peace, everyone. Peace, peace. Peace, Christelle, Tijuana, Lamo's mom, Aisha, psychic medium. Peace, Mayara. Peace, peace. Peace, Marquise. Peace, Stan. Good night, everyone. Peace, Kendria. Peace, Chanel. Sky Beauty. Tony Z. Yellow Star. JD. My Addiction, peace and welcome to the channel. Peace, Jonathan. You're welcome. Peace, November Mage. Peace, Vita. Hey, Vita. Peace, Mamie. There you go, Mamie. Peace to you and your beautiful daughter. L- I love her too. I just love, oh, the children, the teenagers that are just, I just love you guys so much. Peace, Donna. New Paradigm. Royale, Phoenix. Frobeats. Yes, you can email me at thespiritdoula@gmail.com. It's faster to DM me, but you can you're more than welcome to email. Okay. I think I said it right. Peace, peace, Esther, RC, the amazing Crystal, Medicine of Dreams, Esther Waller. If you are in SDA 3 class, please log in. We're going to do a brief Q&A. You know the number. Peace, Lawrence Luck. Peace, Starseed. Patrina. Hey, Patrina. Peace, A. Stewart. There's another A. Stewart. There's an April Stewart. Oh, wow. Peace, Lakeith. Libra. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful night. Sweet dreams, safe travels, and I will talk to you all soon. Peace.